The story of La Llorona. The name alone sends shivers down the spine in certain parts of Latin America. Known as the Weeping Woman, she's the spirit of a grieving mother cursed to wander riverbanks, forever searching for her lost children. But to hear her cry isn't just unsettling, it's an omen of tragedy. This is Maria. Maria is a young woman in a small village by the river, once in love and happily married. But after her husband leaves her, Maria is overcome with rage and sorrow, unable to look at her children without being reminded of her loss. In a fit of despair, she drowns them in the river, only to realize, too late, the horror of her actions. Desperate and remorseful, she takes her own life, hoping to find peace. Instead of peace, Maria found herself trapped between life and death, bound to the river where she lost her children. She's said to roam the waters, calling,
Mis hijos,
or
my children.
forever mourning. Locals say to avoid the river at night, for La Llorona is cursed to search, unable to rest until she finds her children or someone to take their place. Years later, a family moves into a house near the river. The father, Roberto, is skeptical of the legend but warns his young daughter, Sofia, to stay away from the water at night. One evening, Sofia hears a soft voice calling her name from outside her window. Drawn to the sound, she sees a woman in white, her face hidden beneath a veil. The woman extends her arms toward Sofia. Sofia felt compelled to follow the woman, her voice so sorrowful yet gentle. Just as she was about to step outside, her father caught her. He looked out the window and saw the figure too, standing at the river's edge. Her face was hollow, empty, like a skull with sunken, dark eyes. Terrified, Roberto tells his daughter of the legend of La Llorona, explaining that she lures children to the water to take them with her as substitutes for her own lost sons. But despite his warning, Sofia can't shake the memory of the woman's voice, calling softly in the night. The family tries to ignore it, but soon the haunting spreads. Each night, they'd hear weeping outside their windows, growing louder until it seemed to fill the entire house. Shadows flitted by their windows, and the family felt trapped, as if Maria's spirit was watching, waiting. Desperate, Roberto contacted a local priest. The priest arrives, blessing the house and warning the family to stay indoors after dark. He tells them of a past encounter with La Llorona that left a friend paralyzed with fear for days. The friend described her voice as cold and hollow, yet strangely soothing, almost as if hypnotizing him to follow her. As the priest performed the blessing, a fierce wind whipped through the house, and the crying grew louder, angrier. The family huddled together as the priest chanted, his voice struggling to be heard over the relentless wails. After the blessing, the haunting seems to subside. But one night, Sofia hears the wailing again. This time, it's closer, right outside her window. She feels an urge to open the door, but she remembers her father's warning. She stays inside, whispering a prayer, until dawn. As dawn breaks, the family decides to move far from the river. They leave behind the haunting memory of La Llorona, but locals continue to share sightings, warning each other to stay away from the river at night. The legend grows, and Maria's spirit, it seems, will never rest. Some say La Llorona is only a myth, but those who have heard her wails at night would argue otherwise. If you ever hear weeping by the water, don't look, don't follow. She's searching, and you might be next. He'll be searching, and if she finds you, she may take you to join her lost children.